Open Heaven, the 4th of August 2020, Tuesday. Topic: Remember Lot's wife too. Memory verse: Proverbs chapter 10 verse 14. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. Bible reading: Psalms 90 verse 12. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Message: It is wise to learn from the experience of others, but sometimes, we ourselves have experiences that we ought to learn from. Nebuchadnezzar was a man who learned from his personal experience. God had warned him in a dream and also arranged for Daniel not only to interpret the dream to him, but also to counsel him on how to escape the wrath of God. Unfortunately, he did not heed the warning, and for 7 years, he ate grass like an animal. Daniel chapter 4 verses 1 to 37. Thank God he got a second chance. By the time he came back to his senses, he had learned his lesson and now recognized Jehovah as the real king. Nobody needed to teach him that again, his experience had done enough. Daniel chapter 4 verse 34 says, And at the end of the days I Nebuchadnezzar lifted up mine eyes unto heaven, and mine understanding returned unto me, and I blessed the Most High, and praised and honored him that liveth for ever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. There are, however, some foolish people who refuse to either learn from the experience of others or even theirs. Such people usually never live to tell the story. King Pharaoh, for example, should have realized, at least by the 3rd plague, that the God of Israel is not a God to fight. Little wonder God hardened his heart afterwards, and he did not realize this truth even after the 10th plague and his eventual death. Exodus chapter 9 verses 1 to 35. Many people talk about the foolishness of Pharaoh, but some are doing the same thing. How can someone who committed adultery and lost some privileges from that act still go back into it? How can someone who stole and was imprisoned come out and steal again? For people who refuse to learn from personal experience, the end will be disastrous if they don't repent and forsake their sins. A word is enough for the wise. Key point: learn from your past experiences and those of others. Remember Lot's wife.